My hypothesis is if I'm able to help him to associate a collar with a loose leash, then, and pulling with a harness, that eventually I'll be able to, or he'll be able to learn the difference between when it's okay to pull and when it's not okay for him to pull. And I just got to get the, you know, timing down. And this is going to be an experiment. You know, this is something that I've been wanting to bring people along the journey for, but now I got my camera. And I feel like it's just time for this. And this is an example of him really pulling. I'm gonna slow down just a little bit just to kind of like show y'all how he's pulling, and then show you what the leash is doing too. It's a cute dog. And even too, just to show y'all how it works. So when he pulls right here, the more he pulls, these teeth kind of like, they get tighter and tighter, right? And smash down on the leash, right? But if I pull back like this, it opens up. But right when he pulls, it locks in. So I never have to worry about him slipping. Never have to worry about the leash slipping, because it's always gonna be in there and it's always gonna be tight. Take him over here. So I think we've done good with Braunse for his pulling for the day. Like I said, now you can see he's like, there's a lot of slack in the lead. Braunse. So I'm gonna switch it up. So now, this would be the training portion, right? But like I said, I don't even have no treats. And I'm not a trainer. I'm just someone who wants more from my dog. And I wanna meet his needs, and I don't necessarily wanna use products like pinch collars or choke collars to get him to stop pulling. I don't think that I have to. I think that's the only thing that we know, or that I know. Those are the only types of products on the market that I guess help people with pulling. Choke collars, pinch collars, slip leads, no pull harnesses, all of those products. The problem I have with all those products is they try to stop it. You know, they try to stop a dog from pulling, and it's like it's negative reinforcement, as if pulling is bad. You know, and personally, I think that there's a double standard when it comes to pulling, right? Because when dogs pull when they pull a sled, when they pull someone who's on a skateboard or on rollerblades, like, it's looked at as sport or fun. But I think when dogs pull on a walk, unfortunately, that's when it's like, it's bad. And I think that it's unfair to dogs. Like, I want to make it clear for my dog when it's okay to pull and when it's not okay to pull. And I don't want to eliminate the pulling behavior altogether, because I also want to experience the sport of pulling one day. Like, if your dog pulls on a come here, Braunse. Come on. If your dog pulls if your dog pulls you enough to make you uncomfortable on a walk, more than likely your dog is 50 pounds or more. Typically, smaller dogs get away with it because they're not heavy enough to make their owners uncomfortable. But when it comes to the sport of pulling, those smaller dogs also aren't going to be like strong enough to pull a sled. Like, you're not going to see a Chihuahua or a Pomeranian pulling a sled or even pulling somebody on skates or a skateboard. You're just not going to do it. They don't have the power. They don't have the enough dog power to pull someone on wheels. But somebody who's a dog that's 50 pounds or more, German Shepherd, Husky, right? Sit, Braunse. Those dogs do. These dogs do. You could have some real fun with a dog like this. I could have some real fun if my dog knew when it was okay to pull, when it wasn't okay to pull, and if I just taught him a few commands. So, and I want to experience that. I don't want to disqualify myself from experiencing the sport of dog power by eliminating pulling altogether. I don't want to eliminate it. I want to harness it. So, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, and I think there's other people. I think there's people out there who share the same sentiment, and that's what I'm doing this for. I'm trying to reach y'all. So yeah, that's what this is about. You know, previously in the past, people are like, oh, your dog, how about you just train him? How about you just train him? You know, why are you letting him pull? Like, pulling is bad. That means he's the alpha. And, you know, all that stuff, which I don't subscribe to any of it at all. But I got to show people using my own dog. And I'm cool with that. Come on, bro. So, come on. Leave it. Leave it. Good boy. So, he did pretty good. Here, sit. Sit, Braunse. Good boy. All the way. Doing pretty good. Come on. Good boy. I gotta come with a command. Something that he can start associating all this stuff with. And clearly, you know, we got a 2-for-1. You know, he had an opportunity to get out and explore, right? We got a chance to stop and sniff. But then also too, we're having an opportunity to work on him a little bit. This wasn't super heavy. It wasn't a heavy day, strict on that, or even as clean as a training session or training walk as I wanted to have. But this is just the beginning. I'm just starting off, and yeah, it's just a journey.